Welcome back, everyone, to another dicondissectional production hosted by Deathstroke9. Today we're going to be reacting to Gordon Lightfoot, the wreck of Edmund Fitzgerald. Welcome back to the channel, everyone, unless you're new here, in which case, hi, my name is Daniel, aka Deathstroke9, and we react to music. And for the past little while, we've done some classic singer-storyteller artists like Jim Croce, Harry Chapin, Arlo Guthrie, at least I think I'm saying his name right, along with a couple. We've got a lot of other requests for stuff. So this song is called The Wreck of Edmund Fitzgerald by Gordon Lightfoot. It was one that was requested by pretty much everyone on pretty much all of those videos. Not everyone, but at least there were a lot of requests for this song. Plus I was looking through the patron requests and one of them requested this song as well. So all around, obviously, the whole world wants me to do this song. So, yeah. Now, what makes me a little bit nervous is that everyone who requested this track is people who were like, oh, you want a sad song? You think this is a sad song? Here's a real sad song. So, yeah, I don't know. They commented that on a video where I'm pretty sure I was, like, on the verge of tears listening to Harry Chapin. So just a touch apprehensive, but we're gonna figure it out nonetheless. All right, link to the original video is going to be down in the description, and yeah, I'm excited for this. Let's do this. The Wreck of Edmund Fitzgerald by Gordon Lightfoot. I've got the lyrics pulled up over here. There's a lot of lyrics. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. With a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. That good ship and true was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early. The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As the big freighters go, it was bigger than most, with a crew and good captain well seasoned, concluding some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. Then later that night when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling?
Okay.
The wind in the wires made a tattletale sound.
Love them bringing the drums in like that.
Over the railing. And every man knew, as the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November come stealing. The dawn came late and the breakfast had to wait when...
Sorry, I gotta pause at least once or else YouTube will take the video down. Alright. I made it bigger so that hopefully you can see the lyrics with me while I'm going through this, because this song sounds like it's majority lyrics, right? Something so that you can at least partially see it. Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger. There. That's as good as it's going to get. Alright. So they're on a boat. That's what we've got so far. They're on a boat. The Edmund Fitzgerald is a boat. The name of the song is The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, so it doesn't sound good. The legend lives on that the big lake never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. So it's saying that if you go out on the lake when it's November winds, you know, when it's a storm during November, you're likely not going to make it. So there's a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons, more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. Alright, so it was a good ship. It was a bone to be chewed when suddenly the gales of November came early. Then it kind of describes the ship. It says it's the pride of the American side, you know. Big, huge thing with crew, good captain, well seasoned. All right, they were fully loaded for Cleveland. Later that night when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling? All right, the witch of November is coming stealing. All right, let's keep going.
The dawn came late and the breakfast had to wait when the gales of November came slashing. When afternoon came, it was freezing rain.
Oh.
In the face of a hurricane west wind.
Turn that up.
When supper time came, the old cook came on deck saying, fellas, it's too rough to feed you. At 7 p.m. a main hatchway caved in. He said, fellas, it's been good to know ya.
Yeah, they're doomed.
The captain wired in, he had water coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril. And later that night when his lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
All right.
Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours? The searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they'd put 15 more miles behind her.
That sucks.
They might have split up or they might have capsized. They may have broke deep and took water. And all that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters. Lake Huron rolls, Superior sings in the rooms of her ice-water mansion. Old Michigan steams like a young man's dreams. The islands and bays are for sportsmen. And farther below, Lake Ontario takes in what Lake Erie can send her.
Very well
the
written
iron
lyrics.
boats go as the mariners all know, with the gales of November remembered. In a musty old hall in Detroit, they prayed in the Maritime Sailors Cathedral. The church bell chimed till it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. Superior, they said, never gives up her dead when the gales of November come early.
We're fading out. Wow. Well, normally I dissect lyrics, but, oh God. Um, um, so this is 1, 2, yeah. Let's look it up on song meanings, because, yeah. Obviously, I missed something pretty crucial. This song is not a story. Wow. All right, let's see what Songfacts has to add to this. This is a factual retelling. That's so horrible. That's really sad. Wow. Of a shipwreck on Lake Superior in November 1975 that claimed the lives of 29 crew members. Sad, they said if they had just gone 15 more miles. All right, she was loaded with 26,000 odd tons of taconite pellets at the Burlington Northern Railroad Dock 1. Her destination was Zug Island on the Detroit River. There were 29 crew members who perished in the sinking. Paul Gross hoped to use this tune for his episode of the TV show Due South, Mountie on the Bounty. He discreetly tried to secure the rights to use the song, but out of respect for the families who did not wish to be reminded, he didn't pursue the option aggressively. He instead wrote the similarly themed song 32 Down on the Robert Mackenzie. Ohio-based Great Lakes Brewery produces a beer called the Edmund Fitzgerald Porter. The initial investigation suggested that the crew was partly to blame for the disaster by not securing the ship's hatches. Lightfoot's song reflects the original findings in the verse. At 7 p.m., the main hatchway gave in. However, in 2010, a Canadian documentary claimed to have proven the ship of the crew was not responsible for the tragedy. It concluded that there is little evidence that failure to secure a ship's hatches caused the sinking. Lightfoot said he intended to change it to reflect the new findings. But he never did, apparently. Okay. He recalled the story of the song during Reddit Ask Me Anything. Okay. The Edmund Fitzgerald really seemed to go unnoticed at that time. Anything I'd seen in the newspapers or magazines were very short, brief articles, and I felt like I would like to expand upon the story of the sinking of the ship itself. And it was quite an undertaking to do that. I went and bought all the old newspapers, got everything in chronological order, went ahead and did it because I already had a melody in my mind. And it was from an old Irish... Yes, that's what it reminds me of. It's like the way the Irish tell their story songs or whatever. It's very interesting. It's very cool music that they make. I think it was one of the first pieces of music that registered to me as being a piece of music. Lightfoot wrote the lyrics after coming up with the melody and the chords. He recalled when the story came on television that Edmund had foundered in Lake Superior 3 hours earlier. It was right on the CBC here in Canada. I came into the kitchen for a cup of coffee, saw the news, and I said, that's my story to go with the melody and the chords. Okay. In a 2015 interview with NPR's Scott Simon, Gordon Lightfoot explained that the article he read in Newsweek about the tragedy was short shrift for such a monumental event. He said that the newspaper writers kept misspelling the name of the ship, rendering it as Edmund Fitzgerald rather than Edmund. He didn't say whether or not the misspelling was deliberate, but he was quoted as telling Scott, that's it, if they're going to spell the name wrong, I've got to get to the bottom of this. This is referenced in a Seinfeld episode where Elaine mistakenly believes Gordon Lightfoot was the name of the ship, and Edmund Fitzgerald was the name of the singer, and Jerry quips, "Yeah, and it was rammed by the Cat Stevens." Yeah, okay. That's hilarious. Alright. But, nevertheless, disregarding the Seinfeld reference, that song is... Wow. It hit. It, like, literally hit me like a wave when I went to the video, looked at the comments, and see someone saying, here's a list of the people who actually perished. I'm glad Gordon Lightfoot decided to make this song in honor of the people who perished. I pray that their souls all find rest, and that their families will see them again soon. That is the wreck of Edmund Fitzgerald. There's not that much else to say. Alright, thank you for watching. Thank you for spending some time with me. That's a really interesting song. Thank you for recommending it. If you're new to the channel, let me know what else you'd like me to react to down in the comments. The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. I like these story songs. There was a lot of history in that song. Very much a historical song. Wow. Alright. May God bless all the people who had family members pass away from the actual wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Alright, Deathstroke 9 out. I'll see you guys soon.